What's goody? Hey man, so here we are. Another Thursday means another week of NFL picks and predictions, man. I've been doing these videos wrong the whole time. I didn't realize that when I'm doing these picks on this website, I should be on this screen instead of this screen where I've been doing it. So I've actually not been submitting my picks right the whole time. So the first week that I did this right was last week where I went 8-4. Honestly, not bad, especially considering the fact that the Falcons are one of the most confusing teams in the NFL. The Bengals had that game won until they choked, and then I feel like, I did pick the 49ers. But hey, George Kittle scored for me on National Signing Day, so I'm not too mad at that. Anyways, week 9. So, I haven't looked at any of the matches for this week. I haven't even looked at my fantasy football or anything like that for this week. I wanted to come in here completely blind. So now we can just come up here, we can just hoop, we can chill. So let's see. Ravens, Dolphins. I don't know if Lamar's back or not. The Ravens did win last week. Yeah, is Lamar going to play this week? Blah, 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 blah. He's set to play against the Dolphins. Boom. Okay. No brainer then. I picked him to win last week against the Bears because I thought Lamar was going to be back. He was not back. They still beat the Bears. So, look at God. Broncos, Texans, man. Broncos, Texans. The Broncos have been doing some crazy things, but I'm going to go with the Texans. No, I'm not. I'm going to go with the Broncos. Man, when I'm watching the Broncos, they look good. The Broncos look like an actual good team, especially over the last few weeks. Their offenses look really good. Give me the Broncos here. Actually, the Texans defense is really good. Give me the Texans. I don't know. They went against the Giants. They went against the Giants defense, which is terrible, and then they went against the who did they play last week? The Cowboys defense, which is even worse last week. So give me the Texans here against a really good defense. Maybe they struggle a little more here. No way the Panthers win this game. There's just no way. The Panthers, I think that they need to give the ball to Rico Dowdle. Stop giving Chuba Hubbard the same or more carries than Rico Dowdle. Rico Dowdle has proved that he has proved that he deserves to be the wide receiver one. Give that man the ball, dude. But anyways, even with whether they give him the ball or not, there's no way they should beat Green Bay here. Green Bay wins this game. Chargers should win this game pretty easily. This looks like a pretty bad week. I'm not going to lie. This looks like well, it can never be too bad of a week when you've got that game, but this looks like a pretty trash week for the NFL. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not even going to spend too much time on any of these games. Man, the Bengals have a chance, I guess, because, just throw Jamar Chase the ball 100 times, but the Bears are a better team. The Bears lost last week to the Ravens, and that's a bad loss, but they should get a bounce back win this week, right? Because the Bengals are trash. They should get a bounce back win this week. Did the Vikings and the Lions play already this year? Because I kind of want to give this one to the Vikings, but I don't know. With the Carson Wentz stuff, that's been looking weird. J.J. McCarthy's going to be starting again this week, and I don't think J.J. McCarthy's good. Give me the Lions here, even though I could see the Vikings winning this just like a divisional crazy game because something could happen. I'm going to take the Lions. Whether it definitely shouldn't be Carson Wentz. I think this man is like out for like the year or something. Like he's hurt. So, yeah, J.J. McCarthy, I'm just not a believer. Sorry. Falcons, Patriots. I'm going to go with the Patriots. The Patriots look like the better team. The Falcons just are such a confusing team. It's like some weeks they look like they're beating the Bills. Some weeks they look great, and then other weeks it's like they can't beat the Dolphins, who are one of the worst teams in the NFL right now and have been throughout the entirety of the season so far. Like, you gave them their second win of the season. I don't know, dude. The Falcons are a really interesting team. They're a really confusing team, and I don't think they're that really good of a team. So, give me the Patriots here. Dude, the Giants are not bad, bro. The Giants aren't bad. And I don't know, Jackson Dart's not bad. They're just not bad. Now, Cam Skadden was a major loss. You already are missing Malik Neighbors. The defense isn't great. But, like, they had a chance to beat the Eagles. If you were watching that game, which I was, because it was part of the Sunday slate before the NBA games came on, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm pretty sure it was part of the 1 p.m. slate. I was watching the game, and it's just like so many blown calls. Like that blown whistle on the fumble on the tush push, that whistle should not have been, that play should not have been blown dead. They got offensive pass interference or whatever the hell the pass interference call was that should not have been called at all while their guys are hand fighting and they call it on the offensive player. It just doesn't make sense. Give me the Giants here, though. Low-key not that bad of a team. Give me the Colts here. I'm not a big Steelers guy. I just don't think the Steelers are good. They could very well win this game just because the Colts are a weird team. We don't know how real that is. They've been starting out really hot, so this could be a trap game for them, especially against the Steelers defense that hasn't looked good but is still super talented. Steelers could very well win this game. In fact, have I not just picked these 3 teams in a row, I'll probably pick the Steelers here. I just want to pick 4 teams that are like 4 home teams in a row. Kind of nuts. Give me the Jags here. The Raiders are terrible. Give me the Rams. I'm never picking against the Rams, especially not when it's the Saints. Give me the... This is a good game. This is wow. This is a good game. Wow. This is a really, 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 really good game. Oh, This is I don't think the Bills are that good this year, bro. I don't think the Bills are that good. I think Patrick Mahomes is better. I think the Chiefs are better. I think the Chiefs have the better weapons. I think they have the better defense. I think the Chiefs are the more talented team. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to still is just better than Josh Allen. I know this is in Buffalo and everything like that, and this is the last time they're ever going to play Kansas City in Buffalo unless they do it in the playoffs this year because they're moving to a new stadium. Well, not in Buffalo, but in that stadium, in Highmark Stadium. Give me the Chiefs. Even though, damn it. Give me the Chiefs. Give me the Seahawks here, man. I think Jaden Daniels is out. I'm pretty sure Jaden Daniels is out for like a sustained period of time, too. The Washington Commanders just haven't looked good. The Seahawks have looked really good. Boring pick. I could see it being like a weird game. Boring pick, but just give me the Seahawks here. And then this one, dude. I really want to pick the Cowboys because I'm just low on the Cardinals, and I think the Cowboys are like a sneaky, like decent team that could sneak into a wild card spot. But after last week, man, they were so bad last week. They were so bad last week that I almost don't want to pick them. But I think I'm going to pick them here. I think I'm going to pick them. And I think I submit. I think I don't have to hit submit. I think I just do this and it works. Okay, cool. Those are my picks for this week of the NFL, and let me tell you, man, let me just jump into a little tangent right here real quick, and I'm not about to make a whole video about the Raptors right now. We don't play again until Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, and we played last night. If I was going to make a video about the Raptors, I would have done it this morning, which I did not do, and I did not have really the time to do. A lot of things were going on. But let me tell you, Darko Rajakovic is a guy that I put as one of my dark horses for Coach of the Year. I believe he was my dark horse for Coach of the Year. And we're 4 or 5 games into the season. I believe we're 4 games into the season, and I'm not even trying to exaggerate. I'm not trying to be funny. He probably doesn't make it to the All-Star break. If I was if I'm in charge of the Raptors and everything like that, man, we go another 2 weeks looking like we're looking right now. We don't just fire Darko. We trade the whole team and start a rebuild. Because I already wasn't the biggest fan of this roster, but as the season started to get closer and closer, I got a little more optimistic. I fell for that trap that you always fall for as a sports fan before the season. You start to get excited, and you start to get false optimism just because you're so excited for the season to start. You're like, maybe this can't happen, or maybe this guy's not this bad, or maybe this guy will progress the way you want him to. No, the roster sucks. Darko Rajakovic isn't a good coach, or at least the way that I thought he was going to be, because why is Colin Murray-Boyle starting against the Houston Rockets at center I don't care how good of his last 2 games were. Those were the first 2 games of his NBA career. He's a 6'7" wing that is a bench player and should continue to be a bench player, at least for the foreseeable future, and you start him out there at center against one of the tallest teams, if not the tallest team. In fact, it is the tallest team, this tallest starting lineup in the NBA. We got out-rebounded by 31 or 21, 31, I believe, because I heard it on the numbers on the board, and I didn't realize it was quite that bad. But when I heard it on Numbers on the Board podcast, I was like, wow. 31. I was watching the game, so I'm not looking at the stats, especially because I didn't have to write about the game, but 31, fam, like, it was obviously bad. I'm talking about to the point where, in the first half, I'm like, yo, are we about to beat this Houston Rockets team? And then it was just obvious, like, oh, no, we're not. Our offense is not good. Our defense is even worse, and that was supposed to be the thing that we were supposed to be best at. Darko Rajakovic isn't doing it. Communication is bad, and for the whole team, our offensive sets look bad. It doesn't look like we're running offensive sets enough. On defense, it looks like there's no communication. It looks like there's no rotations. It looks like there's no plan. It looks like the team is just not together. They don't look like a team. It looks like a bunch of guys that you send out there to play basketball, and they're all just playing for themselves. Anyways, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching. Let me know what y'all picks are for this week. Let me know what y'all think about the Raptors and that little tangent I went on at the end there. It was a little random, but I really wanted to talk about the Raptors, but I didn't want to make a whole video about them right now because it's not really relevant because they played last night but don't play again until Sunday, and you got to get the picks out before Thursday Night Football happens, so I didn't know what to do. But yeah, let me know if y'all want to see a Raptors video. Let me know if y'all want to keep seeing these videos where I'm talking about teams that are overperforming, teams that are underperforming, everything like that, because, man, the Raptors, the Magic... I got some bars for those 2 teams, and then the Bucks, I got to give some props to, especially if they are able to win tonight against the Warriors. They'll probably be getting a video soon. The Thunder, while they haven't looked great, it has been impressive for them to win this many clutch games without J-Dub. However, I think it's a little bit concerning, but at the same time, they don't have J-Dub, so how concerning really is it if they start to blow teams out again when J-Dub's back? Anyways, I love it. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching. Keep God first as always. Peace out. Yeah, peace out.